There is not an easy way to train AI use. And the way I liken it to is you train AI use the same way as you train another individual. And so I like to think of AI training and use and adoption much like some youth sport. I used to coach baseball. And so when you train a 3-year-old that shows up for their first t-ball game how to play baseball, you want them to love the sport first. If they don't love it, they're going to be afraid of every little mistake you can make. And so you do a lot of play. You throw the ball around, you play little fun games that may not even look like baseball, but they're on the field learning to engage. AI adoption is really similar. I like to think of it as another person, not as another software. I actually talk to it. My colleagues make fun of me because they're like, why do you change your expression and your voice and talk with your hands when you're talking to AI? And I use AI voice tool versus typing. And I said, because if I think of it as a person, it's more natural and I can just explain what's going on. And so I started to introduce that concept and would say, let's do something fun and play. We'd be in a morning huddle and I'd say to the team something like, ask Copilot to look at your last week's meetings and weeks and draw an image of what you look like. And so all sorts of funny images would pop up and people would go, well, that's kind of neat. How did it know? Why did it come up with that? And I said, well, let's ask it. Why did you come up with this? And sometimes the answer it came up with was logical, but didn't quite make sense. It'd say, oh, well, you use this tone in this email, and so I drew this emotion. And so it'd say, well, why did you assume that tone from this email? And AI would break down the detail of what it was seeing. And as they were asking AI why and how and what type questions, they were actually learning how it thought, so that the next time they wanted to go use it, they were now learning how to prompt better without running a prompt training session, because they were really learning how this machine works, thinks, and acts without sitting through a PowerPoint deck of how does AI work, think, and act.